Hey everyone, Dr. Barrett here with Hearing and Balance Doctors. Today I'm going to show you a few different things about the new hearing aid technology and remote microphone technology. I'm sure you've heard the new buzzword Auracast, and it's a new type of Bluetooth. If you're not familiar, it's a new type of Bluetooth that will increase accessibility to various audio streams, whether it's at a venue or someone's microphone or a TV stream. Like, all of these things can be a public broadcast. And you can do that now with Auracast Bluetooth, which uses LE audio. We have some Android phones that are compatible with LE audio at this point. iPhone hasn't done it yet, but they'll get there soon. It's where the world's headed with accessibility and Bluetooth and higher fidelity and lower battery drain and all that. So this is cutting edge stuff, and I'm super excited about it. I've been nerding out with this stuff myself and with my kids and my wife too. You can see I've got a bunch of sets of hearing aids here. These are the ones I've been playing around with. I've got this red set is what I've been wearing recently. It's a Vivia 9 devices. And then all of these sand colored ones, or they almost look gold, those are also Vivia 9 devices by Resound. The other silver ones here are the Phonak Infinio Sphere devices. They're amazing in background noise. They perform exceptionally well if you want to hear someone talking and you're in a noisy situation. I'm going to get started with the Resound devices. I want to show you, first of all, if you have them, how do you take advantage of this Bluetooth LE audio Auracast stuff, okay? And the way I'm going to demonstrate it today is with a remote microphone here. You can see what it looks like. You can use this in various listening situations. It's an extremely powerful tool. And I will tell you, this remote microphone will allow you to hear better in certain situations, far better than any hearing aid in the world, regardless of how well it's programmed for you. All right, so the first step is pairing your hearing aids to your smartphone. So we're going to use hearing aids number 4. I just numbered them because they look the same. They're the same model and they're the same color, but I have multiple sets of them, so I want to be able to quickly differentiate them when I'm using them with my kids and my wife. So number 4 is what we're going to go for here. First thing you need to do is download the Resound Smart 3D app. So you go to the Play Store, you search Resound Smart 3D, and it's this red and white one here. So in Android phones, it's called the Play Store. In iPhones, it's called the App Store. It's a free app. You don't need to sign in or pay for it. You can download it over Wi-Fi or through mobile data. Okay, so we'll open up the app here. It's going to take us through the pairing process. You just follow the on-screen instructions. So it says, yes, connect now. You accept the terms. Press continue. I allow the notifications. The more you allow, the better, the more streamless it works. More seamless it works with your hearing aids. Okay, so we have rechargeable behind the ear hearing aids. It wants us to place them in the charger. If you don't have your charger with you, you can just turn them off. And guess what? These ones are already off. So we can press continue. And then next, it says to take them out of the charger. Well, we can simulate that by just turning the hearing aids on. If you hold the buttons down for 5 seconds, they will turn on. You see the green light? So they're turning on right now, and it's just like I took them out of the charger. So we're going to press continue. You have to wait a few seconds. And it's going to find the hearing aids. I think when I programmed these ones, I just called them test hearing aids. So that's what we should see pop up. There it is, test 4 hearing aids. Those are them. So yes, we want to pair, we allow. So just in case you were wondering, this is a Google Pixel 8 Pro Android phone. So it's compatible for streaming. Cool. So we have a secured connection. We need to restart them one more time. So we're going to follow the process. Press OK. It wants us to put them in the charger. That turns them off. So let's press those buttons on the hearing aids. You got to hold them down for about 5 seconds. Watch the light. And as soon as the light turns on, you know you have turned them off. Okay, continue. Now it wants them to take us out of the charger. That's turning them on. We'll hold the button down for 5 more seconds. Watch the hearing aids. I'm just holding them both down at the same time because it's more efficient that way. Great, they're both on. Continue. And after a few seconds, there we go. This is the last part here. You know you're good to go once you see this part. Well done. So when you open up the app, it's going to ask if it's okay to use the location of the hearing aids, location tracking. I say yes. If you ever lose your hearing aids, you can find them with GPS on your phone. So it's a great peace of mind. So allow while using the app, and then you have to do all the time. So that way, whenever you lose them, you can find them. Cool. So location data enabled, and it's going to ask for this online data processing. I actually usually just exit right out of that. So this is the newest version of the Smart 3D app. And you can see I've customized a few different listening modes on the top of the screen here. So when you're wearing the hearing aids, okay, you put these in your ears. You're wearing them. You can make adjustments with the app here. There's the volume control. There's a few other adjustments you can make. There's a little equalizer here. On this one, you can adjust the noise reduction, the wind noise reduction. All that stuff is customizable. But I've programmed this for pretty much a flat, normal hearing ability. So really good for streaming. That's what I use the hearing aids a lot for. I stream. I listen to jazz music all day long. So let's show how we pair. Hold on one second. So it gives you this notification. Usually on Android phones, it gives you this notification, and it's nothing to worry about because it says, congratulations, your hearing aids can stream audio. With a Google Pixel 8, we knew that was the case. Okay, so now that notification sound went away. So now let's pair the newest Resound remote microphone to our phone. This is the Multi-Mic Plus. That's what it's called. So to do this, you go to My Resound, and then, actually no, it's More, and then you pair a new wireless accessory. So great, we found it, Multi-Mic Plus. So at this point, we want to turn it on. So you got to hold down this button at the top just for about 3 seconds, and then you'll see the light on the top flash. There we go, we're on. Next, we need to press the pairing button down here. It's a little white dot. So we're going to press it, and then we'll see the light up top. Now it's blinking blue. Okay, let's get these hearing aids close to the accessory. We'll search. Okay, you want to allow access. Just makes everything really seamless. Well done, we got it paired. Nice. Okay, and it automatically starts the activation. So when someone talks into this mic, it's actually going right through these hearing aids right here. So we're going to pause that stream for a second and take a look at things. Sweet, yeah, totally activated. We have them paired right there. So now we can demonstrate how to use it. So if you're in a situation, maybe you're at a restaurant or you're in the car driving with someone, and you want to hear that person way better. What you do is you give this microphone to that person, and you just have them clip it right below their face, or they can hold it if they want. But now when they're talking, their voice is being picked up by the microphone. It's being streamed directly into the hearing aids. That is a more powerful tool, a better way to hear in certain situations than any top-of-the-line hearing aid that you can get programmed for you. You spend $8,000 on hearing aids, it's not going to do as well as this remote microphone in certain situations. So I encourage most of my patients to try this out. You know, sometimes based on your lifestyle, maybe it's not the most applicable thing, but for most people, there's certain situations where this would actually help a lot. And say you go out to eat and you want to hear everyone. Well, it's not really feasible for people to pass this around the table as you're talking to them. What you could do in that point is actually set it in the middle of the table, and then it uses this top microphone here, and it changes it to an omnidirectional sensitivity mode. So when you place this microphone in the center of the table, it's like you're getting half the distance to everyone there. So that can be helpful too. So when it's like this, it's in a directional mode. Vertical, it's going right to the voice that's on top of it. So we have already paired this to the phone, the hearing aids. Let me show you, say like 3 days go by and you want to use this thing. First of all, you need to make sure it's charged. This is a rechargeable device. One charge holds about 15 hours of usage, and it's a USB-C charge. So if it's charged, great. You take it with you to whichever situation you want to use. You got to make sure it's on. So you press that top button, it'll turn on. You hold it down long enough until you see that light. Great. So we have it turned on, but we're not streaming yet. So to stream, you just press that play button, and now it's active and it's going into these hearing aids right now. The listener wearing these hearing aids can hear you great. You can adjust the volume of the microphone right here, the remote microphone, versus the actual hearing aid microphones independently. So if that person wants to just focus on you, the talker, into this microphone, what they can do is they can mute the microphones on top of their hearing aids. So they're essentially shutting off all the surroundings, and they're only focusing on your voice here. So that's a great way to really focus on the talker there. So that's how you use the remote microphone. You can also, with this newest technology that has the Auracast capabilities, you can search for a public Auracast stream and you can tap into it. So I have another remote microphone here. So see how I have two? I labeled them A and B. B is mine, B for Dr. Barrett. I created a public Auracast broadcast through this microphone. We haven't even paired this microphone to this phone or these hearing aids. We haven't done it. But the listener with these hearing aids, as long as they have this app, they can tap into my public broadcast. So you would just search. There's a search button here. And it should pull up Dr. B's Auracast here. Oh, there we go. Check it out. So if you click on that, now these new hearing aids that we paired to this phone are listening to a completely different remote microphone, which happened to be a public Auracast broadcast. And we could talk to each other. Like, say I was clipping this one, and we had another person clipping this one to their shirt. We each have hearing aids. I've got my red ones right here. If I'm wearing them, the listener's wearing theirs. We can have a simultaneous conversation with each other. And the range is like 60 to 80 feet. So it can be pretty useful in a lot of situations. When I took my dog for a walk, my son came with me. He was using set number 2 on the hearing aids. And we were talking to each other way across the street. Like, we were like whispering to each other. It was pretty amazing. And you can just have fun with it. Yeah, so when you stop the stream, you just press that button there, turns it off. And so that's how you pair the newest version of the Resound hearing aids to your smartphone. And that's how you pair the newest remote microphone to your app, your smartphone app. And then how you use the remote microphone with the hearing aids. And how to access a public broadcast. So, this microphone, this is the one we actually paired to the phone and the hearing aids. So we can create our own public broadcast. It doesn't have to be just our use. If we want someone else to be able to access this without even pairing to them, we can go to the Multi-Mic Plus. That's the one we paired. And then you could see there's different features here. Since I've already used this one, I've already created this public broadcast. So check it out. This is my phone. I have my phone right here. I can actually connect to this microphone through the search function. Ready? So I'm just going to turn my microphone off. And now I'm going to search, and I'm going to find the Multi-Mic Plus here. See that? Multi-Mic Plus? Bam. That's not even paired to my phone. But now I can access that and listen to someone else's microphone. So a lot of different ways you can do that. I encourage most of my patients to take advantage of the remote microphone technology. It's a powerful tool. You don't know it until you try it. Try it out.
Okay, everybody, we so appreciate you watching the video today. If you've liked what you've seen, please like it, subscribe to our channel. It means the world to us, but it also means the world to other people who are trying to figure out what's going on with their hearing health. So thank you for watching.